Yo, what's up guys? I hope everybody is enjoying their day, their week, the weekend coming up, all that good stuff. So today's question I'm going to talk to you guys about and answer the question of if you should wear a weightlifting belt and when it is appropriate to wear a weightlifting belt. So first I think it's important to talk about what does a weightlifting belt do for you. Okay, so what a weightlifting belt does for you, here let me bring the camera down a little bit. What a weightlifting belt does for you is it creates abdominal pressure in the abdominals. So it gives you additional pressure and strength and stability in our abdominals, in our lower back, so that we can pull more weight. So for example, if we were squatting, I'd have the belt on, it'd be nice and tight, I could do heavier weight. If we're deadlifting, we'd have the belt on, we'd take a deep breath, we'd extend our stomach out into the belt, we'd create a lot of abdominal pressure, which is going to give us extra stability, and we'd be able to pull more weight. So, is it advisable, or is it better for us to always wear a weightlifting belt, no matter how heavy the weight is, no matter what kind of exercise you're doing? Should we always be wearing a weightlifting belt? The answer is no. Why should we not be wearing a weightlifting belt? So, for example, sorry, let me bring the camera back down here. If I have a weightlifting belt on, and I'm doing, let's say, for example, deadlifts, sometimes, just because I have the weightlifting belt on, I will have the false accusation that my lower back is protected. So in my mind, I'll think, okay, I'm wearing a belt, so my back is already protected. That puts me at more risk to actually use my back to pull up the weight instead of actually focusing on using our core, using our legs, using our butt to pull the weight. So, first and foremost, we need to focus on form. We need to focus on actually using our abdominals without a weightlifting belt before we put on the weightlifting belt, because putting on that weightlifting belt doesn't mean that we are safe. It doesn't mean that we are protected. So, first, practice using your abdominals we have our own weightlifting belt right here. It's called our abdominals. It's called our back. It's called our core. Now, the best way to use it is to breathe deep. So, hold that breath, hold it in your stomach. Make your stomach extremely tight. Go down if you're squatting, do your rep, breathe out as you're coming up. Take a deep breath before you're doing the deadlift, fill up your stomach, engage your core, hold the weight, breathe out at the top. We have our own weightlifting belt. It's called our stomach, it's called our core. So when is it appropriate to use a weightlifting belt? I believe it's only appropriate to use a weightlifting belt if you are going over 87% of your 1 rep max. So if my 1 rep max was 450 pounds for a deadlift, I wouldn't use my belt unless I was at around 87% of that number. Same thing goes for squat, or actually, here, let's answer that next question. What exercises should you be using a weightlifting belt on? I can really only think of 3, maybe 4 exercises that I would use a weightlifting belt on. Deadlift for sure, front squats for sure, back squats for sure, and probably any sort of clean, like a power clean or a squat clean if you're going heavy. But remember, only use them when you're at 87% of your 1 rep max. Because once again, we gotta focus on using our core. We have our own weightlifting belt here. You can get more core work in doing these compound movements without a weightlifting belt, and you can build up those 6-pack abs, you can build up your lower back by actually not using the weightlifting belt. So, to answer your guys' questions, only use the weightlifting belt when you're over 87% of your 1 rep max. Only use the weightlifting belt for deadlifts, back squats, front squats, and any sort of cleans. And also make sure you are using what God gave us, our own weightlifting belt right here called our core. Take a deep breath in, extend your core, put pressure in your abdominals, tighten your core, engage your core, and perform the reps. And make sure you're breathing when you're doing so. But that's the short answer, guys. Make sure you're smart when using your weightlifting belts. As always, I do offer online coaching. I offer 4, 6, 8, 12, and 16-week programs. Every program comes with a nutrition plan, a training plan, and 24/7 contact support with me. The website is in the description below. There's also 30% off of all packages until January 10th, so take advantage of that. Also, the promotional code will be in the description down there. It's holiday23, and you can use that during checkout. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys on Monday. Peace.